We have multiple major Red Sox updates specifically about the first base position and how there could be a new option to play that position going forward, opening up a bunch of different opportunities amongst the rest of this lineup. I'll break down how Kristian Campbell could be the newest option to play first base for this Red Sox team and how that could open up a bunch of new opportunities for other prospects like Marcelo Mayer. We'll break down all of that on this episode of Red Sox Digest. But first, please do remember to subscribe to the channel if you're a part of the near 90% watching this video not currently subscribed. We do appreciate all the love and support, so thank you guys. But now let's get to it and break down the newest options at first base. And it's really just one option in Kristian Campbell. Now, the young rookie, if you will, has been phenomenal up to this point in his career on the show level. Now, over the last month or so, offensively, he has severely dipped to compared to how he has started this regular season. But again, give him some more time, allow him to just continue to be himself, and it seems like he's going to turn out to be a hell of a ball player. Now, defensively, he has not really slowed down at all. Offensively, you can argue that he's severely struggling. Defensively, the versatility as well as the overall abilities that he maintains at any of the positions he's willing and able to play, he is excellent. Whether it's second base, center field, or left field, Kristian Campbell has been a bright spot for this Boston Red Sox team early up until this point in the season. And now we have brand new reports that suggest he might even be an option to be the first baseman for this Red Sox team going forward, which could open up an ample amount of opportunity across the diamond for this Red Sox team, who is already extremely versatile, but now it seems like they are even just adding to that. Now we're going to be citing this article written by Alex Speier on the Boston Globe titled, Kristian Campbell taking a stab at first base, quote, something I'm willing to do to help the team. And yes, that is a quote from Kristian Campbell, just exerting himself as a team player, highlighting how good of a young player, an actual person that he is because of his willingness to do whatever it is he's asked upon. Whether it is, hey, you want me to play right field? You want me to pitch? You want me to catch? You want me to first, second, third, short, whatever it is, he's willing to play it. And again, whether or not he's played it before is kind of just obsolete. He's more than accepting and more than willing to go through this challenge, learn new things, and become a better ball player in general because of it. And it seems like the Red Sox not only got a great one, but one who's willing to go out there and make a difference. Now, we mentioned earlier in this video that Kristian Campbell is extremely versatile. He has the ability to play left field, center field, even second base. That's where he has the dominant amount of his starts up to this point in the regular season. And that is something that Alex Speier goes on to mention. And then he goes on to ask the question, so which is his favorite? And this is the quote that we got back from Kristian Campbell. Again, citing the article written by Alex Speier on the Boston Globe that will be tagged down below in the description if you'd like to read it in its entirety. But again, quote from Kristian Campbell. Whatever makes the team better, that's the position I play. Campbell said Friday before the Red Sox 4-2 loss to the Braves at Fenway Park. Quote, I'm used to second base because that's what I played in college, but whatever makes the team better at the time. And again, that is the end of the quote from Kristian Campbell. Someone that I feel like I have to say young Kristian Campbell, because with answers like this, it's going to be hard to believe he's only, 22 years of age? Someone who's only been in the big leagues for 3 months up to this point, 2.5 months up to this point. He is a joy to watch, not only on the diamond, but off the diamond because of the mentality and his overall just his eagerness and his abilities to want to go out there and learn new positions, to want to learn from these experienced veterans like Trevor Story and others that are on or involved in this organization, so he can continue not to only improve his game, but improve the team overall, so he can be a part of a winning culture. And I really do enjoy this. I think Campbell's going to be a part of this Red Sox organization for a long time coming. Yes, I know the offensive struggles have been a bit more frequent as of late specifically, but for the entirety of the season, he's been pretty damn good, and I think he's still second, if not third, and I think third is stretching it. I believe Jacob Wilson would be one right now in the AL Rookie of the Year conversation, followed by Kristian Campbell in a close second, just strictly because of how well Wilson has been hitting the ball, obviously. I think he's still right around the 400 number, and yes, I know the limited at-bats is a thing. He is he's just doing it. There's no way around it. But again, Kristian Campbell with the versatility as well as the offensive presence that he did bring early up to this point in the season. Again, it has staggered off in the last few weeks. But what he showed through the first few early weeks of this season, he's undeniable. You know that he has the abilities to do so. It's just whether or not he finds that groove and he's able to stay in that groove. Now, for the rest of this article, we have a bunch of other key quotes I'm going to highlight, including this one. Quote, he's learning to play second base at this level. This is still a work in progress, Cora said of Campbell at second, praising his ability to turn double plays. Quote, obviously we're throwing this at him, but we believe he can actually digest it. This is not like Campbell is playing first base tomorrow. We just want to see the footwork, how he moves, and go from there. And that is a quote from Alex Cora discussing the actual opportunity that Kristian Campbell is being given at the possibility of playing first base. Now, Alex Speier, I should say, goes on to cite this video that I'm going to play for you now about Kristian Campbell taking grounders at first base, learning how to pick differently, obviously learning the footwork on first base as it is a bit different than second. And I'm going to play that video for you, and then I will read the following quote in this article written by Alex Speier. So here's the clip of Campbell working on his defensive positioning and footwork at first base. Good. A short little video there, nothing too special, but again, just highlighting the fact that the reps are real. The actual work, the practice is real for Kristian Campbell in a position that a lot of us probably would have never assumed to see him play. Now, he is actually taking those reps, again, like Alex Cora said, like we just referenced just a few seconds ago. Whether or not this actually happens in a game, we are yet to see. And again, it could be months, it could be days, it could never happen, simply. And until it does, obviously, this is just a work in progress. And would it be cool to be able to see Campbell move to first base and open up a new spot on this roster for possibly another prospect in Marcelo Mayer or possibly even Roman Anthony? That would be very cool. But again, we'll break that down in just a second after this following quote from Kristian Campbell. Quote, I felt pretty comfortable. They do a really good job of introducing new things to me all the time. And it's just another position, said Campbell. Quote, just being open to it for sure and just getting used to it. I've never played over there before, so I'm not exactly sure what the plans are, but that's something I definitely have to get used to. And again, that is another quote from Kristian Campbell discussing really the lack of reps he already has at first base, but how he could be open and willing to play that position because of how great the Red Sox organization is by coming to them, proposing this idea, just asking him to go through these reps and motions, being very easygoing when it comes to, or coming to Kristian Campbell and offering this idea and not forcing his hand and saying, hey, we need you to play first base. We know you've never played it. Get on first. Take these reps. You have to be game ready in a week. That's not what happened. It's, hey, let's just dip your toes in. Just dip your feet in. I just want to see how you look, if you're capable of doing so. If you have the athleticism and the competence to be able to move around the diamond from second to first, and then from the outfield to first base, or whatever it may be, from the infield to the outfield. And it seems like Kristian Campbell, up to this point in the year, has really highlighted just that, the ability to be versatile and the ability to learn these new positions. And again, it is still very early, like Alex Cora says in this quote. Quote, the process started, said Cora. It can take 10 days, 15 days, a month, 2 months, but we just started the process. And we're introducing him to first base. Again, this is all this is, an introduction to first base. And if it works and it's a match made in heaven, Kristian Campbell will most likely be the first baseman of the Boston Red Sox for a long time to come, with obviously the versatility and the availability to move around the diamond when situations call upon it, which is never a bad thing. It's like having too many good pitchers. It's never a bad thing, because when one goes down with injury, when one goes into a slump, when one just simply does not have the stuff that day, you can call upon more arms that you have in that rotation, in that bullpen, in the chamber, ready to go. And that is what Kristian Campbell is, just an extra bullet in the chamber that you can put anywhere in or on the diamond, in the infield, in the outfield. It doesn't matter. And he can be a substantial, helpful piece to this Red Sox defense. And this should have you really excited because there's a chance that with moving Kristian Campbell from second base to first base, that opens up second base once again. Now, could Trevor Story move from short to second? Absolutely. Or Marcelo Mayer, the young prospect down in AAA for the Red Sox, could move up and be the second baseman for the Red Sox, adding another young prospect to the 40-man roster, to the MLB roster. And again, Marcelo can play second like we saw in spring. He can play at short and allow Story to move to second. Seems like there's a bit more versatility there between these two guys and their abilities to play either of those middle infield positions. And that should be another huge bright point for this Red Sox team if this is actually an option going forward in the sense of Campbell moving to first and playing first. Now, the last quote we are actually going to address, again from this article written by Alex Speier, is as follows. For Campbell, if the new position takes, Mayer could become an option in the near future. Quote, obviously, it's going to take some time, said Campbell, who went over 4 in Friday's loss. Quote, but it's something I'm willing to do to help the team. Again, a grade A quote, a green flag of a quote from Kristian Campbell, who is just accepting the fact that he's a team player. Hey, you want me to play first? I'll do it. You want me to hand out popcorn in the dugout? I'll do it. You want me to do this? I'll do it. I am a team guy. Whatever is going to help this team win, I am going to go out there and give it my best shot and my best ability to make it just to make it easier and be a successful, helpful piece to this winning team. And that's really what you want to hear, especially from someone who is as young as Kristian Campbell, who has already bought into an organization in the Boston Red Sox that could greatly improve their chances of becoming better and better by the year. Now, Marcelo Mayer would most likely be the prospect called up rather than Roman Anthony in this exact situation because Campbell moving the first would open up a spot at second or possibly shortstop. Now, Roman has been the topic of conversation surrounding Red Sox Nation because everyone is itching to see him actually play baseball for the Red Sox, and soon. But Mayer is right behind him in that same type of conversation. It's just that it doesn't seem like the hype is at that level of Roman Anthony's because, again, he's the number one prospect in all of baseball, so it goes without saying. But Mayer, who has the ability and versatility to play both short and second base, could be the most useful option in the scenario, allowing Story to either stay at short or move to second, and Mayer picking up one of the two options that was not filled by Story. And then obviously that would mean that Kristian Campbell is now the starting first baseman. I think there's great opportunity here for Mayer, who has 8 home runs and leads all of the Woo Sox AAA, all of the minor leagues really programs for the Red Sox organization with 8 home runs. He's batting right around 280 as of yesterday. So Mayer swinging the bat pretty well. He did start slow, but has slowly but surely found his rhythm. And we know what we saw during spring. And I shouldn't even bring this up because we saw players absolutely dominate in spring, and then once the regular season started, they were horrible. And then vice versa. They were horrible during spring, went 1 for 20. The second the regular season started, they were the best player in baseball for 2 weeks. And that's just the way it goes. Spring could mean absolutely nothing. It could mean a whole lot of everything. And again, we just have to see how it plays out for Marcelo. Obviously, there's been a long stretch of time since he was playing in spring until he would be actually called up. So you can't just say it would be an instant translation and an instant just one-to-one connection there. So it would be interesting to see how it plays out, but I think he would have a great opportunity to flash the glove defensively and really show how good he could be in the middle of that infield for the Boston Red Sox. Again, if you look at his prospect savant page, he has been phenomenal, only below league average in just his walk percentage, his base on balls percentage, I should say, up to this point in the year. Let me know down below, do you guys enjoy the idea of Kristian Campbell moving to first base and Marcelo Mayer moving up to the MLB and playing between second and short, splitting reps with Trevor Story? Thank you guys for watching. I will see you on the next one.